grind. Gamers, my name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to episode 7 of our Terraria Starlight River mod playthrough. And gamers, we have quite the episode lined up today because we are, fingers crossed, I mean, you know, hopefully, gonna be beating the final modded boss of the Starlight River, who is Ceiros. I have had so much fun playing this mod. There has been so many new items, like an unexpected amount of new items, a ton of new content, a lot of cool new areas. And honestly, I really don't want to see this mod go, but thankfully, gamers, this mod is not going anywhere quite yet, because actually after we beat Ceiros, we still have a good few things we can do, and we're gonna have a bunch of new weapons and stuff to try out. So, and I'm sure we'll talk about this more later, but I figured that after we beat Ceiros in this episode, what we can do is we can actually then in the next episode go and fight the Wall of Flesh, making use of some of the new cool weapons that Ceiros is gonna give us, and possibly even exploring the final few new things that this mod has to offer before it is unfortunately cut short. But with that being said, what we're doing right now is we're actually already starting off on our episode to-do list, because as you guys can see, I have been exploring our floating islands and breaking all of these vases, which give us this astro scrap. And with this astro scrap, we can make a whole bunch of new items and like weapons and even a set of armor. We're not gonna make the armor, but as you guys can see, like up here, we have a ton of new things that we're gonna make today, so we are getting straight into it. So yeah, and I suppose with only 15 seconds left on our gravitation potion, yeah, I'm gonna say 121 pieces of this astro scrap is definitely gonna be enough for us. And coming back to our spawn here, we can go ahead and get into the rest of our episode to-do list, which really is actually pretty small. Obviously, like, right, we have astro scrap, which we just got ourselves 121 of it. You guys kind of saw the stuff we're gonna craft over here. It is a lot, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long. And then the only other thing we're doing in this episode is going back down into the Victric Desert, I'm pretty sure Victric Desert area, and we are fighting Ceiros, which I am super looking forward to. I imagine it's going to be a pretty difficult boss, so I'm going to try and give myself ample time in this episode to actually go down there and fight him. So I suppose with that being said, then let's give ourselves ample time and get straight into crafting all of this stuff that you guys can see on the right. We got hella stuff to craft. I'll go ahead and try and explain it as I'm crafting everything, because like we just have so goddamn much is actually unreal. First off, we have, I believe, no, I was so wrong. I was going to say this is an accessory. No, this is a summon weapon. We do have an accessory down here, though. First off, I guess we got the summon weapon, the breach cannon. It summons a sentry that shoots a laser towards the cursor, and the lasers can combine. So I'm guessing that means I can make like more than one, and the lasers then can combine, which sounds awesome. We're going to check that out for sure. The next thing is pretty basic. It's just a gun. It fires explosive flares that embed into enemies, and then it blasts shrapnel through them and behind them. Cool, dude. I mean, what can I say about that? That sounds awesome. Why can't I make it? Because it's not another weapon, it's a ranged weapon. Duh, stinky. Next up, we finally got the accessory, which is the reflective plating. Gain brief damage resistance after taking several hits. We're gonna go ahead and craft that. I really have no idea if that's going to be good or useful at all. The next thing is going to be a scrap shot, which is kind of like a shotgun. Use right click to hook your enemies and pull closer, and then fire while hooked to reduce spread and go flying. I don't really know what that means, but it's some kind of like shotgun shrapnel blast, like TF2 rocket jump attack, which I don't know, dude. It's like, again, it just sounds cool. Do I not have a boomstick? There is no way. What? Where? But where was he? Where was Maurice? Okay, well, I was gonna say, luckily for us, we can also craft this thing with like illegal gun parts, which we could have just gone to buy from Maurice, the arms dealer, but he died, I guess, so whatever. I will craft that later. I don't care. The next thing we got is a supply beacon, which is taking over 50 damage, summons a supply drop. Stand near the supply drop to gain a buff to either damage, regeneration, or defense on a 10-second cooldown. I thought this would pair hopefully pretty good with the reactive plating. Next, we got that sniper weapon that we saw at the end of our last episode. Don't know why it's not here, but it's this thing, the Cloud Strike. You get this by combining the Crescent Staff with more of those auto scrap, and this one accumulates electrical charge when not firing. Damage and range of your next shot increases with the charge. Oh, it's a magic weapon. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to be cool to test out. Okay, well, the next thing we got is going to be an impulse thruster, which converts all wing time into a burst of energy. I don't know how that's going to work. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion it's going to work similar to like the pulse boots, where you kind of just get like a diagonal jump almost, except maybe this time it's vertical. I'm not really sure, but like it sounds cool. Let's go ahead and make it. I needed some rocket boots first. Silly me, but there we go. That's the pulse boots again. That is not what we're making. Where is it? Thank God this NPC sells the cloud in a bottle, because I did not have any, and we need a cloud in a bottle or cloud in a balloon to craft this thing. Cloud in a balloon, bam, and then the impulse thruster is right there. Hell yeah. The next thing we got is going to be these two weapons, making use of those charged magnets that we got in the dungeon in the last episode. So first off, we got the magnet beads, which is a summon whip weapon. Whip enemies to stick the beads to them, repeatedly click to shock affected enemies. And then we also got, did not mean to do that, we also got the Thunderbuss, which is another magic weapon, fires a powerful lightning at enemies in a cone. Right click to fire an explosive lightning orb, attracting and boosting your lightning. Does that not just sound so super cool? So first off, we got the magic weapon. There we go. Craft this thing. Now we got ourselves the whip too. Hell yeah. And look at that. We're almost at the end. And gamers, for the most part, that is everything I wanted to craft. Obviously, we still got to grab ourselves the scrap shot. I just got to get a boomstick or illegal gun parts whenever Maurice, the arms dealer, comes back. But there's also two other things that you can see here. I was doing some more looking just in like our recipe browser off camera, and I saw something very, very interesting. It is this, a wellspring. You guys can see what it does. Creates a restorative wellspring when using Starsight on the air, and you spend 2 Starlight to do this, but Starlight is just the mana system, so whatever. I have 2, so I can do that. But this was interesting, because you need this blank slate used to create infusions. I don't know what that is, but then if you look over here by my like Starsight, my Forbidden Winds, I think you can actually put this in this little like hexagon cone pattern over here. I think that's what these things are meant for. So like we can go ahead and explore all of these things, because as you guys can see, look at that. There's a few more we can make, and I'm pretty sure we can make almost all of them. We only can't make this one because Starlight Gel is, I don't think, technically in the game yet, but we can make the Gathering Winds and also this Wellspring that's already here. So we're definitely going to do that. And also there's Ultra Pills. So we saw Ultra Pills kind of a little bit earlier in the series. Back when we did the Blood Moon, we got these Living Bloods. But this honestly just sounds cool, and I really want to craft it. It's you cannot restore health by using your health potions. However, striking enemies will occasionally leech life, and killing enemies causes them to explode into healing blood. So I just thought that'd kind of be cool, and like I want to see what that is. But the main important thing is obviously these like interesting. So I didn't actually read what this one did, the Gathering Winds. This is the other one of those like things that we can craft. And it says it's a Forbidden Winds infusion. I can hold the dash key to hover and charge up a dash. Charged dashes shatter enemies' defense on contact, and it drains 2 Starlight while charging, and you must spend at least 1 Starlight to activate. So I'm not sure if we can actually do that then, because like I only have 2 Starlight mana points. I don't know if maybe you need 3 to do that. But this is actually kind of cool, because I literally just went off camera and got myself an anklet of the wind, because what I was planning on doing is making myself like the lightning boots, because I finally got this stuff to make the lightning boots. But I suppose honestly now we're just gonna spend that on the cool Gathering Winds. Oh no, oh no, oh no, apparently I was wrong. No, we can't make any of this, because in order to make these like infusions or whatever they're called, you need the blank slate. But to make the blank slate, you need Starlight Gel, and oh man, like I mentioned earlier, Starlight Gel is not actually implemented in this mod yet. Like there's no way to get it. I think you're technically supposed to get it from the Aurorical, the boss fight, but like, yeah, obviously we can't do that. Like even if I look up in items here, like it's just not dropped by anything. It does not exist. So we have, I suppose, 2 options. The first option is I could technically cheat in and get myself some Starlight Gel, just so we can like see what these things are going to do, see how cool they are, or we don't do that. Basically, that's the only 2 options. So, you know what? I'll let you guys decide that off camera. You guys can let me know in the comments if you want to see me make that. Then maybe I can do that like at the end of next episode, or like, I don't know, sometime in the future, just so we can check out what these things are. But yeah, as of right now, that is so unfortunate. I guess we can't make it. However, we still definitely can make this thing, the Ultra Pills, so we're going to do that. Which, you know what? I suppose that means, yeah, we can go ahead and make ourselves the lightning boots, so that's cool. All right, gamers, so we are going to do the same thing we did fighting the Aurorical, where we test out these weapons against the actual boss to see what they do, and I just immediately realized this weapon has no ammo because I need flares, so I'm going to go back up and get some flares. This, I believe, is where we get to fight Ceiros. We just got to fight it, I guess, on top of the temple. I thought we would fight it inside the temple, but I guess not. I'm not really too sure, but I got myself the glass idol, which we use to spawn in Ceiros, and I am so excited to fight this thing. So I guess let me go get some flares, and then I'll be back. So what I did is I also went ahead and sorted out my inventory. I got myself some flares, and now I believe we can just start the fight. However, before we do, there's one more thing I want to do. I promise this is the final thing. I want to actually check out a little bit of these accessories, mainly this one, the impulse thruster. I want to know how this works. because right now it doesn't really seem like it's working. Does it actually have to be with wings specifically and not like the rocket boots? Because I thought that, you know, the rocket boots effect of like, you know, hovering like this is the same effect as wing time. Like it's the same in the Calamity mod. It still shows as wing time. But like, does it have to specifically be with like the fledgling wings or like some kind of wing for this to work? Because like right now, it just doesn't seem like it's doing nothing. You know what? I could be wrong. Maybe it converts all wing time into a burst of energy. Maybe that's not talking about like some kind of movement thing. Maybe that's talking about like some kind of damage buff or something weird that like I haven't thought of. I'm not really too sure. I guess for now we'll still keep it on and hopefully we can see if that's doing anything. If not, I can just put back on one of my other accessories, like for instance the reactive plating instead that we also made, because I currently don't have this on. No more beating around the bush. I want to see what Ceiros is going to be all about. So I think we just use this right actually before we do anything. Oh, whoa, what? That's, oh my god, this is so awesome. It made an arena? That made an arena? That's so cool. I had no idea it was gonna do that. I noticed it was like a bigger crystal. I wanted to see if I could break it. Oh my god. You can see my like reflection of my character on the background too. Holy shit. Oh, and here's the supply drop too. Dude, that's awesome. So I get like, what am I getting? I'm getting a damage increase bonus. Holy shit, dude, I did not expect that at all. I thought like maybe it would make some kind of like arena or something when I spawned in the boss. I had no idea. That's how you, this is the arena. Oh my god. Okay, let's just get into it. I know we're supposed to be like testing these weapons and stuff, but I have to see how crazy and cool this boss is immediately. So I guess, I mean, there's a skull. There's a skull. This is definitely going to be hard, but let's go ahead and use our idol. This is not an infinite use one. Apparently to get the infinite use one, you actually have to like beat Ceiros to get the magmatic core, which I don't really understand. I feel like you should just be able to make the infinite use one, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and summon this guy in before any more enemies show up, because the enemies high key scare me. Yo, oh shit. Yo, that was sick. Okay, is it gonna lock my screen? No, it's not. Ooh, oh shit, whoa, oh my god, he actually has a ton of projectiles. Damn, dude, what? This guy is sick so far. Thankfully, this attack does not seem that bad to dodge, although look at how much damage it did, dude. Look at how much damage. Oh my, there's so much shit going on. There's actually so much going on. What is that? Okay, that's not something I break. I thought maybe I broke that and it would do damage to him, but nah. God, oh god, that is so cool. But I can tell this is gonna be a bit, again, it's gonna be a bit of a learning curve. That's fine though. Okay, so I took a little bit of time and I looked on the wiki. Apparently this impulse thruster, what it's supposed to do is convert wing time and like, what? Wait, what? How did I just explode? The platform also exploded. What the, what? What? If you stand on these small platforms for too long, they explode? Oh my god. Oh, it's same with the big platforms. Look, while you're standing on the platforms, they kind of start to glow orange. And then I'm guessing they would explode. Oh my god. Yeah, they explode. It looks like actually the small platforms, funnily enough, they do more damage when they explode than the big platform. Yeah, oh my, damn, oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, well, I guess that's good to know. So as I was saying, it converts wing time into a like horizontal thrust. So like, I don't think it would have even been helpful anyway. So instead I did put on the reactive plating because I think, I don't know, maybe that'll be better for me or something. So I promise we will get into testing some of these weapons pretty soon here. But I really just want to first, like, I want to try to figure out this boss's moves a little bit more. So this attack does not seem bad at all. And then he starts moving, which is fine. And then he does something on the ground. Like, I noticed I was trying to run on the ground, and he did some kind of, like, weird attack. Yeah, it's that. He does, like, a kind of spike thing attack, which that's, you know, it's fine. So I actually don't really need to circle him that heavily, like, that aggressively. It looks like I can pretty much dodge all of his attacks, even if I stay relatively close into him. It doesn't, like, so far, I'm sure this is only the first phase of probably 3 if we're gonna, like, base it off of the Oracle. It doesn't seem that bad. Realistically, this actually seems pretty fine. Okay, I thought that was one of my, like, supply drop things. I didn't realize that was his. And wow, that actually did a lot of damage too. I'm not saying this fight's gonna be easy by any means. Absolutely not. But, like, it seems fine. Like, oh shit, what are you doing now? What the fuck are you doing now? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. Oh shit, this is actually really cool. It's hard because, like, obviously I can't stay on the platforms for too long, but, like, that's not, again, that doesn't seem that bad. I think Okay, I think it's doable. I think it's doable. Let's actually start attacking it. So before we get into the next fight, and yes, this is the fight we are finally going to start testing out some of these really cool weapons. I completely forgot that, like, we had on the ultra pills, so, like, we couldn't heal the normal way. So we actually have to heal in this fight by dealing damage, which I think is cool. But that also probably means we can definitely survive a lot longer, because I forgot we can't actually use healing potions. And a second thing is, I think instead of the reactive plating, what I want to do instead is maybe either put on the pulse boots or like the sandstorm in a bottle, because honestly I feel like mobility is going to be a really big factor in this fight, especially vertical mobility for like dodging a lot of his attacks. So I think honestly for now I'll keep on the pulse boots, and we'll just try out a bunch of different accessories and like combinations and stuff while we're fighting the boss. But let's go ahead and I guess clear out some of these enemies, because goddamn they are so annoying, and we can test out some of these weapons. So the first weapon is going to be this flare that embeds into enemies, blasting shrapnel through and behind them. And I suppose we'll also probably test out the scrap shot, which is like gives me a hook and I can pull enemies closer, and also like I get sent flying towards enemies or something with the hook. Like, I have no idea, but if I start firing this, oh shit, oh that's cool. The flares look really cool. I don't really know how much damage this is doing, or like what the effect is with the flares. Yeah, actually that seems pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the effect. It's cool. Did not mean to take fall damage there, but you know what, it is what it is. Oh shit, dude, we're already at this part of the fight. Okay, yo, this seems easy actually. Yeah, you know what, this is way easier than I kind of anticipated it was going to be earlier, so that's really not that bad at all. This is doing a pretty good amount of damage by itself actually, like high key. This thing, that's a pretty good weapon. Now what about this thing? I'm a little bit scared to use this if it's gonna like launch me towards Ceiros. Oh no, okay, it's not. It's just the right click that does that. Okay, so for the most part, it is just a normal shotgun then. Cool. Is this thing gonna explode down there? I can't tell. I think this thing would explode, right? The resonant crystal. I don't know. I don't want to hit that. I want nothing to do with that thing. Oh, I see. I actually cannot hit Ceiros with the hook anyway. So yeah, I guess in that case, this weapon is pretty much just a shotgun. That's kind of all it is. I took a lot of damage there, damn. Yeah, I'll say it. The scrap shot is kind of mid, mainly because I can't use its one feature of the weapon, which is like to hook enemies. So next up we got the Cloud Strike and then also the Thunderbuss. So these are both magic weapons. The thing with the Cloud Strike is that you're supposed to like accumulate a charge by not attacking, and then like you release the charge by attacking, and it's supposed to do like more damage, I assume, something like that. So I guess we'll wait a little bit to use that weapon, but in the meantime we can use the Thunderbuss, right, which is just a powerful lightning at enemies in a cone, and then right click to fire an explosive lightning orb, which is supposed to like boost your lightning damage or something. So I guess let's take a look. Oh shit, that has a lot longer of a range. I mean, you know, the range is not like amazing, but it's definitely a lot longer than I thought it would be. And then what about the right click? Hold on, if I let my mana recharge a little bit. Okay, here we go. So now the right click ability. Wow, that was sick. I just took a lot of fall damage, but oh my god, that was cool as hell, dude. What? I wonder now, is the Cloud Strike charge, or do I need to like actually hold the weapon like while it's charging or something like that? It looks like I need to hold the weapon because I can see there's like electrical static all around my character right now. I don't know how long I need to hold this thing for it to be charged, but I'm gonna just, I guess, try and hold it for like, for a long time. Okay, I mean, it's gotta be charged. Oh shit, okay. That was cool. I don't know how much damage it did. I wasn't really taking a look. Oh, you know what? It looks like it's in, I see it. You can't do damage to it while it's in this attack. So I don't really know how much damage we actually ended up doing though, but that seemed good. I guess we can kind of test it out right now, right? It's at like 12,000. That like kind of one-shot it. It's now invulnerable again, so that's good. So that's good, dude. I have no idea. It's cool. All right, next up we only got two more, which is the breach cannon, which summons a sentry that shoots a laser towards the cursor, and these lasers can combine, and also the magnet beads, which is to whip enemies to repeatedly stick beads to them and then repeatedly click to shock affected enemies. So cool. I guess for now we'll try out the sentry, right? So I guess we'll put one up. Oh, I see. And then it goes to the cursor. Very cool. So probably putting this in the middle of the screen would be better because it gets blocked by the platform. I was not paying nearly enough attention to the boss. I was paying too much attention to the platform up here. Oh, that's cool. I can also put it on the floor and like move it around. I think I probably want to keep it either on the floor or like maybe, oh, I can't put it on the platform. Okay, yeah, I guess probably then I'll just keep it on the floor here. I'm not really too sure, but let's try this. And I could also try and use the actual, like, magnet beads and, you know, stick magnets in this guy's ass or something. Oh, my sentry's not moving anymore. It broke. Oh, there we go. That's working again. Yeah, it doesn't, I gotta say, it doesn't do a lot of damage. But, like, maybe that doesn't matter, because honestly, I need something with a high fire rate anyway to work with my my pills, right? So I can just get a lot of health. So, like, that's probably not bad. It's probably fine. I don't know. The only thing is, I don't know why the sentry occasionally just stops following my mouse. Like, it's got to be some kind of interaction with this boss, but I'm not sure why it does that. Oh shit! Wait, cool. It just, like, interesting. It like sticks to the boss. And then, wait, it's like repeated clickings, right? Oh, I see. Okay. So it sticks to the boss, and then every time I click, it will, it'll do shit. I gotta say, these weapons seem kind of mid as well. I mean, like, the bead thing is cool, right? The whip. It's a bit close range, and obviously I don't really have many summon weapons. Like, I'm not a summoner build. This thing is cool, but, like, I don't know why it just kind of stops tracking, like, it just kind of stops following my mouse for whatever reason. So, well, I believe we have now reached the point in the video where I think I just give this boss like a whole hell of a lot of attempts, and hopefully we get better and can see some new phases and new attacks and all that good stuff. So I guess my strategy is probably going to be to use the Flare Breacher, and like high key, I'm probably also going to switch back to some of the weapons I had on before, because they're good. I mean, they're good weapons. So I suppose we'll just do this for a while, right? And hopefully we don't get clapped that much. God damn, dude, I keep forgetting the platforms explode. No, that was a really, really good attempt. So I'll try and show it, but like, I didn't realize I stopped doing damage to the boss entirely after I did like about like a fifth or so of its health, because when it goes into that kind of like bullet hell dodge phase or whatever you want to call it, where like it starts shooting stuff from like the top and bottom of the arena and you have to stand still and all the walls are spikes, when it goes into that phase, it shoots out these kind of like crystal things, and one of the 4 crystals it shoots out turns kind of blue, and you can ram into it with the Forbidden Winds ability, and that's what allows you to keep doing damage to it. That pushes it into, like, I guess it's second phase maybe or something like that. I'm not really too sure, but that's what you got to do. I figured that out a little bit too late, but that was still a really good attempt. No, it bit me. God damn it. I went too far like into its hitbox and like it literally bit me. That was a really, really good attempt. Yeah. Okay, now that I understand that, this boss is definitely a lot. Well, it's a little bit more. This boss is a little bit more simple, but that's really good. Okay, we're actually like locking in here. Ah, that was really, really good. We got it down past halfway. That was a great attempt. I thought I could like just tank the damage and fall through the like laser ring, but nah, apparently it like stun locks you. You actually have to go through it the correct way. Holy shit. I've been going about this boss all wrong. I just need to pretend that I'm Freddy Fazbear, and then I'll easily beat the boss. Ah! That's supposed to be a Freddy Fazbear jump scare, but I don't know what it sounded like. I don't know what it is right now. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's this weapon. Dude, it's this weapon for, like, my game was lagging so hard, which is crazy because I have a really good computer now that I bought one from my friend. This weapon, for whatever reason, look at this shit, dude. I have like a lag spike weapon. If I ever need to freeze time, I can fucking just equip this one. Okay, I'm gonna try and, I guess, not use that weapon. Oh, I tried. You know what? I tried. I really, really tried. This fucking weird gravity hook, whatever it is, it's gotta go. This thing, this hook, which, like, I'm gonna be, it's cool, but like, it has just fucked me up so much. Like, so many attempts has been completely fucked up by this hook. The tentacle hook has been temporarily retired and replaced with the diamond hook just for this fight, And I suppose we'll take this time as a bit of a brief intermission. I'll tell you guys some of the equipment I've been switching around, and we can also check out the boss log, see how many attempts I've already given this boss. It hasn't been that many, and I'm very confident we can get this boss soon-ish. Like, unless there's some crazy big, I guess, second phase or like third phase. I don't really know technically what phase I'm in of the fight. Unless there's like a big new phase transition and like new phase I have to learn. Realistically, this fight's not that bad. The only thing it is like it does a few attacks and then it kind of like it locks up for a second. You can't do any more damage until you ram into those things, and then you can just keep doing damage to it. But other than that, it's really not that bad of a fight. So what I did, and you probably already noticed this from the giant green floating axe around me, but I put back on the Tainted Great Axe, which if you land a critical strike on an enemy, it'll inflict focus on that enemy, which basically means that enemy then it just gets more critical strike added to them. So like I have an easier chance to crit. It's really good against a boss like this because obviously I'm only fighting one enemy, so I can always just hit focused on that one enemy. And actually, you know what? I think for the most part, that's really all I've been changing around. I obviously put back on the pulse boots, which I think we talked about. And sometimes it might be a little bit cheap, a little bit of cheese, but sometimes if I'm ever super low on health, I'll quickly take off the ultra pills like this and then pop a heal on and then put the ultra pills back on and like, you know, continue using the ultra pills. Because like sometimes, man, I'm sitting at like 5 health or something and I just need a heal. Like I'm scared. So I go ahead and do that. But I'm going to try and not do that as much. But like, you know, that is kind of a strategy I've been employing. Also, every few attempts, I have to come back up here and craft a bunch more of these idols, which is super annoying because, like, I can't make the infinite one until the boss is defeated for some reason, which is kind of strange. And one final thing I did, as we're getting into some more of these attempts here, is I put back on my Ancient Vitric Bow, which is really cool, and I'm pairing this with the Hellfire Arrows because this ends up doing, like, a lot of damage, and it's really, really good. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan, and we're just chilling now. I might have taken the tentacle hook for granted a little bit because I gotta say, it is a very fast grapple. Like, it is super, super useful when it works. The thing is, like, if it doesn't work and you get fucked so hard because, like, sometimes it just launches you back into the boss, like with that. Oh no. Oh, no. God, no! Really? Are you kidding me? That was such a good attempt, and that's how I die? I somehow glitched into the walls of the arena? Oh my god, that's bullshit. Dude, that is such bullshit. I was actually cooking during that fight. Ooh, hold on. I just found something cool. So first off, there's this Holy Amulet, which is release burst of homing energy for every 25 life you heal. I think that's really good. I'm thinking of putting on a different accessory in place of the Stone of the Drowned, because, like, in all honesty, I feel like these minions aren't really even doing that much. So, like, low-key, kind of thinking of just replacing the accessory. But I figured out this is a material, and it actually goes into making a Pandora's Dagger, which says grazes release discordant bolts, inflicting stacks of volatile. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. I mean, I'm sure it's just an upgrade to this. And to upgrade it, all you need is the Blood Amulet, which this is also, for every 25 damage taken, releases a homing Blood Bolt. And we can make it. So I'm not sure. We haven't made this before. Maybe I just missed it. I don't really know, but like this seems good. Pandora's pendant? What is it? Yeah, something like that. There we go. And we can make ourselves the Blood Amulet. Oh my god. No, I ran out of living blood. Oh no, Demonite's like, whatever, I can get Demonite so easily. I suppose, I'm gonna quickly do a Blood Moon. I'll get this, I'll make the pendant, and then I'll bring you guys back when we can maybe figure out what that does. We back, so we got this thing equipped. It says grazes release the discordant bolts, inflicting stacks of volatile. I don't remember what the volatile debuff is. But I mean, I can imagine the rest of it's good. Like, it's gonna release some kind of homing bolts, like if I graze attacks, which I'll probably be grazing attacks a lot in this arena because, like, I feel like I have been already. So I feel like that won't be very hard to, like, accomplish. I want to figure out what this thing does. I'm trying to graze attacks as best I can. There we go. Okay, yeah, no, we saw some of the bolts just then. Oh shit, yo, phase 2. Oh my god, I'm scared. What do I do here? I feel like it's gonna attack me with something like crazy big. Yo, the background is shaking. Oh shit. Yo. Oh, this is cool. Oh my god. Yo, chill, dude. Damn. What? Oh, that is really cool. That's also terrifying. Wow, that looks hard. Oh my god, that looks really, really difficult. Okay, though. I mean, shit, that's progress. Phase 2. Also, I don't know if you can tell. I'm sure you probably can. My game is like lagging for kind of badly. Like I can very visibly tell my game is like slightly stuttering. That's so interesting because I have like a very, very good computer. So it should not be lagging. Oh, that was still bad. I'm gonna be honest. The first phase was definitely not good. The transition into the second phase was also very not good. However, we did technically do slightly better, and we saw like a new attack, and also there's another blood moon, which is kind of funny. You know what? I just realized something else. We have been almost exclusively using like range weapons for this fight. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I could even possibly get close enough to like really realistically use the Radicula's Rapier or like any of my other melee weapons. So unfortunately, this armor is probably not going to be the best for us, which sucks because I really want to use this armor because of its really, really cool set bonus of like getting the Tetsyumi weapon, which does like insane amount of damage. But if I'm not going to be using melee weapons to like charge it up, then it feels kind of pointless to probably keep this armor on, right? So I'm thinking instead, what if we do craft ourselves the like auto scrap armor or astro scrap, whatever it's called, because this is a ranger set. So like, it'll probably be way better for us to make this than like than any other armor, and we just barely do have enough to make it. So if I actually throw this on, is this going to be way better for us? I see we have like a weird Destiny companion robot flying around with us. So what is the set bonus of this? A spotter drone follows you. I guess that's what that is. Charging energy with kills. Double tap down to drain it and call down an orbital strike on an enemy. Yo, that's sick. I am really happy that this also has a set bonus of like double tap down, and it's like a cool effect. The only thing is, it does say charge energy with kills, and obviously if we're fighting a boss, we're not really going to be killing anything, we're just going to be doing damage. But actually, is that the same thing that this set bonus said? I think this set bonus also said on kills. No, this one was specifically dealing melee damage, so hopefully this is like deal damage instead of actual be on kills, because that would suck, obviously, if I can't use this thing at all. But either way, I mean, it's a more of a ranger set, so right, like better range damage, it should probably be helpful. It is a lot less defense. I think it's like 8 points less of defense or something like that. So it's not good, but like it is what it is. I also did buy myself the arms dealer's defense system, which is really cool. It's like you can switch between a few different weapons. They each do different things. I have it set on the minigun right now, which attacks really fast, because my thought process was if I can attack really fast, then maybe I can proc more of the whatever the hell it's called, the pills, to like give me more health. So hopefully that's been working. I haven't really been able to notice it too much, but like, I don't know, it might be working. Yeah, so I can confirm I was trying to like double tap down a few times during that fight and nothing happened. Obviously no airstrike came down, so unfortunately it looks like it is probably specifically on enemy kills that charges this thing up, which absolutely sucks ass. Maybe I can try and farm some enemies before I go into the fight and we can like at least see what it does. But like, yeah, honestly, this set might just be bad. I honestly might even put back on the other set because like it's gonna be kind of useless for us. What? Oh my, whoa, we were really close to killing him. Oh my god. He had 1,000 health left. Yo, that was great. Oh my god, that was amazing. No! God damn it! Oh, I used my double jump by accident. I jumped way too high. God damn these exploding platforms. I swear, 9 times out of 10, I died just to that. Did we do it? Yo, let's go! Let's fucking go, boy! We did it! Nice! That was great. The second we actually, you know, evaded that attack where it shot the lasers and started spinning, I knew it was basically, I mean, it was damn near over. I think I even still... No. Okay, I was gonna say I think I still had a health potion, like that was on cooldown. I clearly didn't, so like thankfully I didn't like throw and get hit by a bunch of stupid stuff at the end, but like, oh my god! Dude! What a fight! What a fight. Also, I think you probably saw it. It only took like 40 attempts or so. 49 attempts, dude. Let's fucking get it. Not even 50 attempts. That was so cool. Such a fun fight. The thing that I think fucked me up the most, mainly in that attack where you have to like dash into the crystals to like actually do damage to him, what would happen is like I would accidentally get hit by something and then like the knockback would be so crazy that I would just get launched everywhere and like end up taking 3 or 4 more hits. And that also happened in like the final phase too, just like not as much because I would die instantly in the final phase. We are going to go ahead and take in the loot, not quite yet, but I do see some really crazy cool stuff that I do want to take a look at, like whatever the hell this is. Oh, never mind. This is just a regular equipment, I think. I thought for a second that this was like something I could put in here, like the little cone thing that we discovered earlier, but it looks like not. Oh well. What I want to do though is I want to actually talk to the Glassweaver before we take a look at the loot, because like the Glassweaver was the guy who was like, go fight this guy and I'll be happy. So bro, what do you have to say? Well, based on the horrifying screech that shattered half of my work, I'm going to assume you managed to deal with the Sentinel. I'll be moving in soon. Oh, that's it? Okay, no. Thankfully you say more. Come see me in my temple in a day or so. I'll be able to make you something special as a thanks for your house cleaning duties. Oh, hell yeah, dude, bye. We will definitely be talking to you very soon, probably in the next episode though, so go ahead and, you know, wait for the next episode to come out. Maybe go ahead and like and subscribe while you're at it. And teleporting back home, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the loot we got from Ceiros. So actually, we did not... Okay, no, we did. I was gonna say, we did not get a treasure bag. I thought we did, and yeah, we do. I was just stupid. I didn't see it for some reason. But look at that. We got 5 of these magmatic cores. These are what we could use to upgrade, like, a lot of our weapons to, I guess, like, post-Ceiros weapons. And I didn't even notice that there's also an armor. And it's a ranged armor set too. Yo, okay, goated. We're definitely going to take a look at that probably in the next episode. And as for the treasure bag, I mean, dude, let's just go ahead and see. 3, 2, 1. What do we get? Oh, dude, look at, we got a lot of stuff. Okay, first off, we get a summon damage weapon. Interesting. We get a Needler, which is a ranged weapon. We also get a Reclusive Focus, which is another summon damage weapon. And finally, the Shattered Aegis, which is an expert mode drop, releases a burning ring when damaged. Meet your foes head on and give them a scorching embrace. Dude, hell yeah. What actually, I didn't read what either of these, like all the other things do. What does the Needler do? Sticks spikes to enemies to build up heat, overheat enemies to explode, dealing massive damage. Okay, very cool. And these things are both summoned weapons, blast out magmites that stick to enemies, and increase summon tag damage. Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like a whip, but not really. It would just increase my like other summons damage, but it doesn't act like a whip. Oh shit, dude, what? This is sick. Oh, this is really cool. Oh my god, look at that. And then finally, I guess we get the Reclusive Focus. It summons an Infernal Crystal. The Infernal Crystal locks onto enemies, ramping up damage over time. Press right click to cause the crystal to hit multiple targets, at the cost of causing all beams to not ramp up and therefore dealing less damage. What? Oh my god, that is sick. Oh dude, that is so cool. So then, I mean, I guess this would fire a laser at a target and it would deal damage over time. And then if I right click it while it's doing that, I can select multiple targets, which would deal just a little bit less damage. That is so, oh my god, that's really cool. It's like the Inferno Tower from Clash Royale. And gamers, with that being done, that is going to be the end of this episode today. But before we go, I almost forgot. Put down our Ceiros relic. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. It might just be because I have like Hollow Knight and Silksong on the mind, but like this really looks like a Hollow Knight or Silksong enemy. Like you can kind of see like a bug mask or something, which I know is supposed to be like his face or like beak or something. I don't know what you would really call it. Also, I just now realized I've been saying this man's name wrong since conception. I've been saying his name wrong forever. His name is not Ceiros, it's Ceiros, or Ceiros or Ceiros, something like that. Probably Ceiros. I'm gonna say Ceiros. So yeah, okay, I guess it's not Ceiros. I was close, but like, my bad. And gamers, like I said, that is going to be the end of this episode today. It is not the end of this series. Although we have beaten every modded boss in this mod, it is not the end of the series. We are taking this series technically to hard mode, like the last thing I want to do is beat the wall of flesh, obviously making use of the new modded items that we get after beating Ceiros, so we can do that in the next episode. And gamers, so like the video if you like it, subscribe if you really liked it. Thanks for watching. And gamers, be sure to hype this video down below if you have the option. Hype is a YouTube system where you can help out smaller creators by hyping their videos, and if the video gets enough hype, it'll be pushed around more of the algorithm. So like if you have the option, you get 3 hypes a week, please consider hyping my video. It would really help me. I'd really appreciate it. And again, with that being said, that is going to be all from me. Like, comment, subscribe, and gamers, I will see you in the next episode. Peace.